For this week's enrichment activity, it's going to be an extension of last week's, but this time we are going to make an experiment that is going to answer the question, what is the most randomly generated number from 1 to 10? So this week we're going to do everything in Google Sheets, no outside sources. I have all the steps here. Number one is watch the video. So it's going to be very similar in a lot of aspects. So first we're going to make a table. In the first column we're going to call trial number. And then the next column we're going to call result. Okay, and so we're going to make 10 trials of random numbers. So what I'm going to do is type in 1 to 10 to the side. All right, and now what I'm going to do is create a random number generator up above, and then we're going to put the results right here. All right, so what I need to do here, step 3, I need to make a box that says low value, and then a box that says high value. I can set this however I want, but for purposes of our experiment, the low value is 1 and the high value is 10. I'll show you how that works in a second. All right, so we're going to do the experiment now by going to your first trial, and you're going to type in a formula, and this is step 5. This formula is a little bit different. You're going to click on equal, and you're going to type in RAND for random. And you'll notice now all the random formulas are coming up here. So you're going to click on between. If that doesn't come up, just keep on clicking or just keep on typing between. All right, and then click on it. Now it's going to ask me for my low number. I'm going to go up to the top and not click on the words, but on the number itself. All right, so this is very important. Now this is step 7. You need to hit a comma. All right, that's going to bring up your next choice, which is the high number in green there, and you click on that number, and you'll see it. The yellow is the low, and the purplish blue is the 10. That is my high value, so I'm going to hit enter. And what happened right there is it randomly selected 6. And now I can make this whatever I wanted to at the top. I can hit 500, and you see that's the number it comes up. You can try 500 again, same number, 400. It's generating the number 74. All right, so that's kind of a cool feature that it has for that experiment. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to now go back to this, and I want this formula to be the same for all of these. All right, so this is a cool feature in the spreadsheet, so it saves time, so you don't have to type that over and over again. You're going to go up to the formula itself, and you're going to freeze it with a $sign, your letters and your numbers. All right, so here we go. This is step 10. You're going to use the $sign before the letter and before the number. All right, so now I'm going over to my next letter. I'm going to put a $sign, and I'm going to put a $sign. And now what happens if I hit enter? It allows me now to copy this. I'm just going to go to the corner and see how it changes from that little box to a plus. I'm going to drag it down, and what it does is it saves the formula and it brings it all the way down. So these are all the randomly generated numbers there in all the different trials. And I can go back and take a look at this again. If I change it to 100, look at what happens. Those are my randomly generated numbers. All right, so for purposes of our experiment again, we're going to go back to 10. All right, and now I'm going to graph my results just like I did last week. Okay, so I'm going to highlight my experiment cells, my boxes. I'm going to go up to the top where it has that little bar graph chart, and I'm going to click on it. And this week, instead of doing a pie graph, I want you guys to pick a bar graph. All right, and then just hold it to the side here, and you can see my results. All right, on my first trial, the number 10 appeared, and then the number 8. And this just is a way for me to represent my data. Last step, I would like you guys to make a title. So this week it is a random number experiment. Type your name. Just make your title a little bit bigger. Maybe font 18, your name, font 14. If you want to make it any more artistic, you can. But there it is. All right, so we have created our random number generator, and we have showed our results in a table and in a bar graph form. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, submit and have a great weekend.